Hello, good evening. I'm Ajit Kumar Jha, and I'm the editor of the Public Global and the CEO of Power Pixar. And today, in our Saturday video, we want to focus on West Bengal. Basically, we want to focus on the politics of Operation Sindoor, Narendra Modi versus Mamata Banerjee. Let's begin with the fact that after Operation Sindoor was successfully conducted, um, there was a kind of a media blitz from the West, and that which started with the Delhi Telegraph report, which started with CNN, several other major sort of media publications, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and others. It seemed that the Western publications were kind of not very sympathetic to India, to some extent more sympathetic to Pakistan, and that created a kind of problem. The other problem was U.S. President Donald Trump, who started claiming, or in a tweet right before Modi ji's speech on Operation Sindoor, he claimed that America was responsible, Donald Trump was responsible in bringing together India and Pakistan's ceasefire. And that he told both the countries that they must abide by it, otherwise he will stop trade with the countries, that he will raise massive he'll play the game of tariff and trade against India and Pakistan. He equated India and Pakistan. Remember, one is a terrorist state, Pakistan, and the other, India, is a world, the largest democracy in the world on a massive growth path. So he ended up equating. Now, in order to counter this narrative that was building up, the Narendra Modi government started some kind of, let's say, campaign on two fronts. One was the parliamentary representatives from various political parties that that Mr. Modi and the BJP selected. They were supposed to go out and talk to the entire world about the Indian side of the story. And in that, the Trinamool, the TMC, the Trinamool Congress, ended up choosing Abhishek Banerjee as a representative of of India. So Modi ji, so one was the parliamentary delegation, in which Shashi Tharoor and several others have participated, in which I pointed out Abhishek Banerjee from the TMC is also a respected member. On the other front, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi started a campaign, and he first began with Gujarat, where he spoke in Bhuj, in Dahod, in Gandhinagar. There were road shows, and after completing Gujarat, in fact, I think it was almost a 3-day kind of road shows and lectures by Prime Minister Modi, in which Colonel Sophia was brought with her entire family, and from there he moved to Bengal. And in fact, as we are speaking today, he was there in West Bengal. From West Bengal, he's supposed to go to Bihar, and from after 2 or 3 days in Bihar, he's supposed to go to Uttar Pradesh, Sikkim, and other places. And he's going on this campaign trail, and he's talking about Operation Sindoor. But in Gujarat, when he spoke, the entire 3 days, the road show, the lecture, everything was devoted to Operation Sindoor. And most of us covering, we felt that because Gujarat is a border state, therefore Prime Minister Modi is doing a good job there. But then when he went to West Bengal, he was supposed to speak on Operation Sindoor, but he ended up speaking on Operation Bengal. And when he did that, he started attacking the Trinamool Congress. In fact, he talked about the Trinamool Congress as if it symbolizes violence. Whereas he said the BJP, the central government led by Mr. Modi, it symbolizes Viksit Bharat and Vikas. So it's a development by the central government, but violence by West Bengal. In fact, Prime Minister Modi mentioned 5 major crises in Bengal, and due to the Trinamool Congress and its corrupt leadership. He said, number 1, massive violence and lawlessness. Number 2, he said, insecurity among the women. Imagine, he's talking about Operation Sindoor at one level, which is using a very powerful symbol of women, but he talks about insecurity among women. Number 3, youth unemployment, massive unemployment, he claims, in West Bengal. Then he talks about rampant corruption in West Bengal. And finally, he talks of self-serving politics, robbing the poor of their entitlement. He criticized the Trinamool Congress, especially Mamata Banerjee, for skipping the Niti Ayog's very important meeting in Delhi just 2 days ago. And he said that the reason is because the Trinamool only talks of politics, doesn't want to talk of development. He went ahead and he went ahead and he attacked them further. In fact, if you remember, the phrase he used in West Bengal was Operation Sindoor Khala. In Bengal, there is this cultural festival right after Durga Puja where women put sindoor on the faces of each other. They even, in fact, throw sindoor as color like we do it in Holi. So he talked about Sindoor Khala, and in that there was this vicious attack on the Trinamool Congress. As I said, on all fronts, violence, corruption, administrative failure, and everything else. Mamata Banerjee immediately responded. Mamata Banerjee, being Mamata Banerjee, she's a sort of fairly muscular, aggressive chief minister, doesn't take anything lying low. She first began by saying that on the issue of Operation Sindoor and Operation Khala, Mamata Banerjee said that every woman has respect. It's a private thing. One should not have named it Operation Sindoor or Operation Khala. But on that, somehow, on the issue of national security, she said all of us participated. She pointed out that all opposition parties have given their members of parliament, and so have we, so has the Trinamool. We provided Abhishek Banerjee to go and speak on national security. But she pointed out that Prime Minister Narendra Modi comes to West Bengal and he is not talking like a prime minister. He is talking as if he is the president of the BJP. And then she pointed out that, of course, the election of West Bengal is 2026 March. But she said, if the prime minister has come to give an election speech, I am ready. Let him call an election and let's see who will win this time again. Because remember, in West Bengal, BJP has completely failed in almost each and every assembly election that it has tried. In fact, Mamata Banerjee, right after she unseated the CPM, which had been ruling West Bengal for almost close to 3 decades, she has continuously been the chief minister, winning one election after another with a massive majority. I mean, her popularity, it is possible that there are governance problems in West Bengal. I would recognize that. It is true that in Malda, for example, or Murshidabad, there has been violence. And it seems there was governance deficit in both these places. But however, the fact that she has put together a coalition, which is very powerful on the ground with all kinds of cultural symbols and she has, there is a very large minority population in West Bengal, almost close to 35%, which is solidly behind Mamata Banerjee. But then remember, she is a Bengali Brahmin, a Bhadro Mohila, if not a Bhadro Lok, and she gets enormous support from the Bhadro Lok. as well as she gets enormous support from people who are from outside, like Bihar and UP, who live in West Bengal. I mean, see to provide examples, she has won Asansol. Shatrughan Sinha is a member of parliament from there, from near Bardwan. She has Kirti Azad, again from Bihar. Shatrughan Sinha is again from Bihar. Both these leaders were from the BJP. Both have joined the Trinamool and they have been winning elections. Kirti Azad won the last election. Shatrughan Sinha won two Lok Sabha elections from Asansol. So there seems to be substantial support for her policies. The Prime Minister went and named several of the initiatives by the central government. He talked about the Prime Minister Awas Yojana, the Gram Sadak Yojana, the Prime Minister Jan Man Yojana. And then he also talked about the health policies of the federal government of BJP. And he pointed out that none of them have been implemented by Mamata Banerjee. He pointed out that under Gram Sadak Yojana, 4,000 kilometers of road we are ready to construct, but not even 400 kilometers have been constructed. He pointed out that 90,000 crores have been allocated by the center for 16 big infrastructure projects in West Bengal, but that the West Bengal government has stopped all of them. 90,000 crores, he pointed out. And he went on using very harsh words. He said, ये भारत के लोगों के साथ, बंगाल के लोगों के साथ धोखा है. He sort of attacked Mamata Banerjee. He said that the TMC doesn't care for Adivasis, that Prime Minister Jan Man Yojana is meant for Adivasis. And Prime Minister Modi went in his Alipurdwar speech and said the Trinamool Congress does not care for Adivasis. He said, when we made Adivasi president for the first time in India, it is precisely West Bengal which opposed us. So he pointed out, he said, as I said, he pointed out in the Niti Aayog Governing Council meeting, Mamata Banerjee did not attend. Now, he forgot to mention that Chief Minister Nitish Kumar also did not attend, who is actually an ally of the BJP. He forgot to mention that there were other southern chief ministers, like, for example, the Karnataka chief minister did not attend. The Pondicherry chief minister did not attend. Some other chief ministers did not attend. So the point was, there was this selective attack on Mamata Banerjee, and he was pointing out that she has obstructed all the development programs by the center. She does not want to participate in India's Viksit Bharat story, in India's growth story. And at the same time, in Operation Sindoor, he is attacking Pakistan, where in a parallel talk, he points out that India stands for economic growth, for peace, whereas Pakistan stands for terror. Pakistan just wants Kashmir and war and terror. So what the Prime Minister's, the mistake, according to me, what Prime Minister Narendra Modi is doing, that in a speech which is supposed to be on national security, on Operation Sindoor, in Gujarat, he only talked about Operation Sindoor and the strength of India and the weakness of Pakistan. When he arrives in West Bengal to again speak on Operation Sindoor, he forgets that as a Prime Minister, he is giving a speech on Operation Sindoor where he is not supposed to bring domestic politics, attack on Trinamool, not only because Mamata Banerjee is the chief minister there, Bengal is very much part of India, but also, as Mamata Banerjee pointed out, we provided Abhishek Banerjee for the parliamentary delegation. And in fact, Abhishek Banerjee probably is doing as good a job as Shashi Tharoor or Manish Tiwari or, Supriya Sule or others who have gone there. So this is selective targeting of West Bengal, which the Prime Minister is entitled to in an election speech, but not during a speech where he's talking about Operation Sindoor. Here, the politics mixes with national security in a very ugly manner, and the distinction, the sharp distinction that national security, there is a consensus among all political parties. In fact, all the opposition political parties have provided their MPs. Maybe there was some bickering over Shashi Tharoor, but then Congress has provided other MPs as well, Anand Sharma, Manish Tiwari, Salman Khurshid, and other leaders. Even if Udit Raj is attacking Shashi Tharoor on the side about what Shashi Tharoor has spoken abroad, but Rahul Gandhi has not attacked. So there seems to be some kind of consensus emerging in the country on Operation Sindoor, but the Prime Minister ends up breaking that brazenly when he goes to West Bengal and he begins this attack on Mamata Banerjee and on the Trinamool, and the issues of attack are vicious, as if he's already about ready to start election campaign tomorrow. In fact, later on, this evening, he was supposed to go to Bihar, where he will stay for 3 days. Even in Bihar, the Prime Minister's route that was chalked out. He was supposed to go to the airport. From airport, he was supposed to go via Bailey Road to Dagbangla Chauraha to the BJP office. The Prime Minister, when he's talking about Operation Sindoor, the last place he should go to officially is the BJP office, because he's going as the Prime Minister. He should go and meet Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, take hold of Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and have a joint meeting. Similarly, in West Bengal, if the Prime Minister had invited Mamata Banerjee to come and speak with him on Operation Sindoor, that would look like a robust democracy. That would show the world the united face of India, despite the fact that there is politics between political parties, despite the fact that we have BJP versus Congress, BJP versus TMC, sometimes even Congress versus TMC, other political parties versus BJP, or India Alliance versus NDA. But on the issue of Operation Sindoor, there is an emerging consensus, and all opposition parties seems to have respected that throughout the crisis. When right from the time of Operation when the attack, the terrorist attack on Pahalgam took place, its aftermath, the 4 days war, then the so-called ceasefire, and the subsequent, when Pakistan re-attacked and then India attacked again, all that phase, the opposition was with the government. There might have been a minor criticism here and there, but then from both sides. After all, some people from the BJP were attacking Colonel Safia, for example. Now, that is, especially someone from Madhya Pradesh. So all that has been going on, but there was a united, solid consensus, a united face of India that the Prime Minister kind of has broken when in West Bengal he goes to speak on Operation Sindoor, but speaks on Operation West Bengal, and he begins this unprecedented attack, a vicious attack, and he makes Trinamool sound as if they are rather anti-national. They do not want development. They only want violence. This kind of attack in a speech of national security is, according to me, absolutely wrong. It sort of breaks the consensus on national security, takes the seriousness out of national security, introducing electoral politics into it. If the BJP keeps doing that, if it only talks about how the BJP is bringing about development, not the other opposition political parties, then unfortunately the national security consensus is broken, not by others, but by the Prime Minister himself. And therefore, Mamata Banerjee is justified in her attack on the Prime Minister. She pointed out that he did not speak as the Prime Minister. He actually spoke as the BJP president. And that he did not respect the rights of a woman when he uses Operation Sindoor and Sindoor Khala to basically attack the TMC. Let me stop here. Thank you very much. And please do subscribe to our channels, both the Power Pixar and the Public Global. Thank you.